Looking for Madden 22 Ultimate Team coins? AOEAH.com is the cheapest and most reliable coins on the marketplace. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 3% off your order. YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Duke back here from Sportsgamerz.com. And you know we're always bringing you to the fire with our Madden 22 tips. And this video is no different. Very excited in today's Madden 22 tip video. I'm about to break down the best red zone money play in the game. So as you guys know, defense is hard this year, but the red zone is the one area of the field where you definitely can get stops a lot easier. And that's the same with every version of Madden, but especially Madden 22. If you're going to get a stop, chances are it's going to be in the red zone. So a lot of times games come down when you're playing someone who's another skilled player as who can get the stops in the red zone, who can get the 7s versus the 3s in the red zone. This video I'm going to break down the best way to get the 7s every single time. Now, you know, in Madden, when we're talking about the red zone, we're really talking about inside the 10, but not like at the 1, 2, or the 3 where you can easily just run the ball on. But we're talking about, say, like the 5, 6, 7, 8-ish, 5, 6, 7 yard line to where, you can't really run the ball on against someone with good run D. And it's very hard to pass because those passing windows, they shrink. A lot of your concepts just don't work the same. So we're going to break down the best way to score in this area of the field. In real life, you really talk about red zone at the 20, but Madden's just different. You can run your regular offense at the 20. Most of your concepts still work. Obviously, bombs, those won't work at the 20. But other than that, yeah, you can. So let's take a look at this now. You can do what I'm about to show you guys from a lot of formations. Really want to use tight formations. I personally think the best one to use is the tight slots HP weak. You can find this formation in a lot of playbooks. I love it out of the Raiders. You're seeing a lot on the MCS if you're watching the Madden Bowl. But yeah, let's just get right into it. The play is going to be the mesh spot. Now, I want you guys to notice, look at this post route. This post route is key because it's not actually going to be a post. And just to tell you guys, I'm not going to be doing the seam wheels. I know this plays a seam wheel. We're not even using it. Everybody already knows to throw seam wheels, especially in the red zone. We're not talking about that. So just let you know right off the bat, we're not going to show you that. It's something completely different and new. We're going to show you guys how to beat every defense from that. Every defense. So let's start with cover 2. Let's just go ahead. We'll start with cover 2. So we got the ball about the 5-yard line. This is just cover 2, right? So the setup to this play is easy, but I do want you guys to notice. Look at Godwin's route. Goodwin. This is not a post anymore. Now, what happens when you get this far into the red zone is routes, they change. Like deep posts and crossers, they cannot run that deep, so they kind of just bounce off the back of the end zone, which is what's so glitchy about this. So setup is as follows. We're going to max protect. We're going to crossing route both of the outside receivers. Now, you could leave Godwin on his in route. Either way, they both work. And we're going to flat the slot and the tight end. Now, before I explain to you why this works, just a reminder, we do Madden 22 daily videos on my YouTube, tips, gameplays, and news for Madden 22. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe, like the video, turn your notifications on. All that good stuff does help me out a lot as a content creator. And I'd love to set a like goal for this video for 300 likes. Let's get 300 likes, guys. 300 likes. Anyway, so the reason why this play works so good. First of all, we're blocking the running back. So if you want to blitz me, I do have some extra protection, but the flats, what they're going to do is they're going to occupy any flat zone defender, whether it's the outside corner from, say, a cover 2, whether it's a linebacker, safety, or slot corner, buzzing down from, say, a cover 3, cover 4, it doesn't matter. And they're going to spread the field horizontally for your crossers. Now, what happens because of that is you guys should know in this area of the field, deep zones, they don't cover anything. They just kind of get stuck or even sucked inside. So what happens is both of these crossing routes basically get open. I'll show you where they get open against every defense. And the defense has to use their one, and you throw to the other. It's basically how it works, but we'll show you every defense so you guys can see exactly how it does. I would definitely take this into practice mode and do it for a minute or two versus every defense so you guys can get the hang of it before you take it into a game. Now remember, guys, these crossers and even that in route, they beat man coverage very well. So if someone's playing man, they'll also get open. But I do want to show you guys how they work against all these different zones. So that's cover 2. And what you guys should see is that both of the flats, and this is the crazy thing, it doesn't matter if they're clouds, softs, hards, doesn't matter. If you're enjoying my YouTube content, I highly recommend you check out Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium Madden 22 content. I have ebooks, offensive and defensive schemes,
Plus, I do 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault. This content is available for both current and next gen, so no matter what system you play on, we got you guys covered. Our best offer yet is the Sportsgamerz Madden VIP membership. This gives you access to the entire site, every tip, every ebook, plus the meta reports for only $19.99. I'll post a link to it in the description and the comments. Make sure to check it out for the best tips and content available at the best price anywhere.
They just basically just sit there like an idiot and they don't do anything. So basically what you do is, see how there's this void right here, you just throw it. I mean, and you see it's the same on both sides. Bam, bam. It's just basically whichever one they don't use her, you throw to. I mean, that's really all it is. So let's do it again. So I want to do that again. And this time I want to go to the other receiver just so you guys can see that each receiver gets open. So it doesn't really matter who they use her. You just go to whoever they don't use her. I mean, it's so easy. It's scary how easy it is. Now, you might say to yourself, hey, just play man. Well, man coverage won't work either. Both of these guys will still get open. And you just basically pick whoever, again, you just pick who they don't use her. That is literally all you do. You might say to yourself, hey, what if they play man coverage but put their safeties in maybe purples? Or what if they play man coverage and don't even guard the running back since you keep blocking him? Okay, first of all, purples will not stop this. But if they're not guarding the running back, just go ahead and put them on a hook route. That way, if they don't user him, or if they don't guard him at all, I mean, you just throw to the running back over the middle field. But as you guys can see, the purples, they don't do anything. Those routes still both get open. So far you've seen man, and you've seen cover 2. What about cover 3? So this play, I will say, it can work a little bit differently depending upon what they do from cover 3 and cover 4 specifically, if they baseline press, if they don't. But either way, it's going to work. It's just a little bit different. So let's look at cover 3 this time with hard flats, and we're just going to press no baseline. So in a situation like this, and we'll do a spy 2, we'll do the same setup. Just going to max protect, do the crossing route, do the 2 flats, and like I said, you can cross this guy, or you can leave him on the in route. For the crossing hot route, you just either need a receiver apprentice or hot route master quarterback. You know, either way it works. But as you guys can see here, basically what happens is they're open in basically the same spot they were against cover 2, kind of in that little just soft area outside of the numbers before you get to the sideline. So you guys can see once you pass the hook zone, it's an easy dot because these deep zones aren't doing anything. You can low ball it if it's a little bit tighter, but you guys can see kind of like the same area on both sides of the field is wide open. Honestly, their adjustments don't really matter. I mean, they could shade down, shade up, whatever. But really all I'm looking at is where their user is, because if their user is on one guy, I'm just going the other direction. It's pretty much all it is to it. As you guys can see here, you might need to lowball it, but you know, it's pretty easy to consistently make this throw. Now, cover 4 is another defense that you see this year. I mean, you see cover 4 every year. You used to see it almost every play in the red zone, but it's not really like that anymore. A lot of that has to do with the fact that seam wheels are just so good. Seam wheels, I feel like, are eat cover 4 alive, so that's probably why a lot of people back off cover 4. But cover 4, if they baseline press especially, it could react a little bit different. So I do want to show you guys that, because you guys probably are used to the bunch money plays or the trips tied in for the red zone, where you know, all the zones, they just get sucked into the middle of the field. Well, that's kind of what happens against this cover 4, especially when they baseline and press. So you got to just watch out to see if the zones get sucked in or not. And I'm talking about the deep zones. So you guys can see here, they definitely do. So all you got to do is just wait for these guys to get to the sideline and just do that possession catch on the sideline, because they're getting in a little bit, you know, more to the interior. They're almost more to the inside, right? So, you know, that read right there, I mean, that's a pretty tight window. But look, you can see that the corners, they're coming in, right? They're facing in, and even their bodies pointing inward. Same thing. I mean, he's coming in too. So all you have to do is just, you guys know how this works, right? Just wait. You've seen this from the trips tight and corner routes and all that. You just wait for these guys to hit the sideline, and they're unguarded. Like, they never react. Very, very easy, just like I did here. Easy throw, easy catch. So like I said, this works against every defense. You just got to kind of get the timing and know where to hit it against different coverages. That's all you need. Get into practice mode, get it down. One last thing I'll say is, if you're really trying to take this to the next level, get that mobile quarterback, get that escape artist, because now they have to worry about the scramble too. And when you have to worry about the scramble, I mean, on top of all this,
it's just a whole nother headache because now, you know, you can roll out, you can roll up or run up the middle. All that stuff is available for you guys, and I promise you, you're not going to get stopped in the red zone with this. So if you like the video, make sure to smash that like button. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm out of here.